Exactly. So go on. Back up my point. Carry on.
I'm not saying your point.
No, but what you're gonna say is my point.
Not your point, bro.
I'll tell you that about different roles,
bro. Go on.
I'm talking about role. Exactly
about
that,
roles
bro.
on the pitch. What? You're gassed. You played FIFA till when?
4:30 a.m.
I can't believe you still play FIFA.
I sat on my PlayStation 5 for the first time.
You got a PS5?
I played Grand Theft Auto for 4 minutes. I looked at my phone and I said, this is a waste of time. It's enough.
I stopped that, man, because I had like gambling problems with it.
What?
You got a gambling issue though?
No, I had gambling issues with it. I've played my bedroom till like 9 a.m. Like we played from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
Yeah, you want your money back.
Because I'm trying to win my money back.
You're in a
And
hole.
I went down bad that
Yeah,
day.
you're in a hole.
I left my car at his house and walked home. It was bad.
I used to love computer. I stopped playing in lockdown, man.
You stopped playing in lockdown.
First lockdown, I don't know
Football
why.
Manager took over.
Well, Football Manager don't really count as computer. Football Manager's like real. Like,
Nah,
yeah,
Football
facts,
Manager's
though.
worse.
No,
Playing Football Manager is
not a game,
worse
bro. It's not a
than
game.
playing like
is.
FIFA and that.
Is it?
'Cause
Wait,
it's
worse
so-
in what sense?
It's so time consuming.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'll ruin your life.
It will
It'll
definitely.
have you cancelling plans.
Definitely.
And phoning people going, oh, you know what? I don't feel too well. My brethren sent me a screenshot of a player, yeah. He said, let me know what you think of this player, yeah. I looked at it, yeah. The guy was cold, yeah, regardless. His age, he's 22 years old, yeah. Said he was born in 2045. I said, bro. You gotta stop this,
Yeah,
man.
he's got to get out of there, man.
I used to be on FM. I don't know if I still am.
Is it which one?
What team?
When I was
Colchester.
at St. Albans, nah.
Oh, really?
Someone used to do like non-league FM.
No, it's in there, yeah. It's in
Yeah,
there.
you have to download
Like,
that
even
extra
though
file, though.
I think it's an attitude minus. It was the attitude was horrendous. I was like,
I don't
yo.
think they scouted you that deep.
It's hard having friends on Football Manager, man, because I took the United job and I signed my brethren from Orient, put him in the starting lineup. The board's going crazy. Saying, yo, get this done at my team. I'm saying, no, he's got potential.
Well, welcome to Filthy at 5. We've had a busy week.
Where should we start?
So we did the first live show the 1st of December. That was cool. That was funny. Good stuff happened. Did the second one, obviously the Wednesday just gone. PK ended up having a few moments.
Shit, what we doing? First player.
Midfielder.
Where's your filthy fellas tattoo anyway?
I'm getting it, bro.
Where on your neck?
No, my belly.
Is it for real? Double,
Yeah,
we're gonna
I'm
get
gonna
it. You're gonna get Filthy Fellas or the double left?
The double left, innit? What else is? What's filthy?
Are you gonna get Filthy Fellas the word or double F?
Oh, Miles. Did I
Trying
not
to
say?
question it.
But did I not say that?
Questionable.
I showed you, it's the badge. It's the
Miles.
badge, the actual badge.
Did I not say the badge?
He answered.
I said the
I
logo.
don't know.
No.
I don't pay attention. I don't
Read, bro.
I don't read.
Stop moving
You said I'm gonna get
dyslexia.
Filthy Fellas.
Read, bro.
You said I'm gonna get Filthy Fellas.
Stop moving dyslexia. Just
Are you gonna
read,
get-
bro.
are you gonna get
Don't
filthy
ask
fellas
me
or double
questions.
Fs?
Just read.
Alright, whatever. When you get it, anyway.
We're here.
You gotta remember
you're
as
getting on
well,
the belly?
he's only from the FFS era, so he wouldn't get Filthy Fellas. From my right to my left, first on the panel, we got a man who went out of his way. He said, I'm going to go and engage with the crowd. I'm going to go meet the crowd. That's going to be my role. I want to go out there and say hello. And
Then sacks
got
it
about
off.
3 people in and just
I
went,
said,
you lot are shit. And then came back to stage. And I respected his decision totally. Because I watched the footage back and I thought, a poet's trying so hard here. And it's just, the people are giving him nothing. Welcome, poet.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you lot are shit, bruv. You just type in Warriors. I see all the comments and I thought, yeah, man, they'll have something to say. And they will talk loud from distance and you get close. Nothing, like the Spurs fan.
Yeah.
What a tramp, cuz.
I thought
You
he was
man are
going to punch
rubbish.
him up.
No, Lippy went down to him.
No, but Specs was trying to move on. He was like, no, there's a Spurs man there chatting shit. What are you saying, cuz?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, because he was like, there's fun and there's there and then there's chill the fuck out because you support Spurs.
Next on the panel, have you seen the memes of the guy showing you how to disarm the guns?
Yeah.
Loons needs to meet him.
One thing, I had this like, I had this thing with the bad youths one time.
Oh, shut up! Don't. I know where you're going. Just stop.
No. It's not going there.
Just
Listen, man,
stop.
shut up, Miles. They said, yeah.
Shut up, man.
They said, how would you tell them to? I said, bruh, like run,
Yeah, facts.
run.
Yeah.
Like anything else is cap.
Next on the panel, we got a man who, for some reason, tried to fight me halfway through the
did
show
it?
on Wednesday. You got very aggressive
That
towards
was
me.
like
I feel like you lot were trying to, you lot had like some sexual tension. That's like, you know that man fight me. No, you fight me. Like, you lot were squaring up to each other.
Where
Like,
you from? He's like,
where
"You're
you
not
from?
Brixton."
I kept asking where he's from. He kept saying Northwest. I said, where? Northwest. Give me a place. Northwest.
Where you
I
from?
don't understand it.
Northwest.
You know, when you start taking advantage of a person, you can't tell a man that you're 2 foot taller than to look in my eyes. Like, man walked right up to him, chest to chin. He's like, look in my eyes.
Can't back down.
You couldn't see them, like. You couldn't see his
Can't back
eyes.
down, brother. I don't care how tall you are.
Anyway, it's Miles.
Oh yeah, well, go on, man. You done though.
You've got such gangster 15-year-old energy. I love it. Though. He reminds me of like the people I used to do youth work with. Like, proper like Northwest. I'm like, yeah, you're a big man though. But,
Next on the panel, we got a man who was outside a lot this week. He stored Stevo and Lippy as backing dancers for
I
Shabo.
stored Stevo and Lippy as backing dancers. I stored Harry dusting out on Skits and Lippy.
Oh.
I stored Harry not coming to the second show. I stored PK's jeans. I stored the way Tego stands when PK said it. There's a lot that happened last week, but we're going to talk about it
Understand
on
it
this
was
episode.
killing me. Ronaldo free.
I honestly just can't hear short people when I'm outside. No, it's fact. I honestly can't hear short people when I'm outside. Like when I'm in places and short people are talking, I just agree. I'm like, yeah, I can't hear you. So I try and come down low to you lot's level. It's not easy. Next on the panel,
Big Tego from Brixton.
we got a man who's wearing trousers today.
yeah, nah, joggers.
Free ones.
Yeah, joggers. I'm supporting my boy. Capsule, he ain't here today. He probably is, but we just don't know yet.
And finally, but not leastly, we got a man with a scab on his head.
what?
What on his
Shaving
forehead?
Kian done. He's always talking about people. Yeah, man, Kian shave.
I finally decided to start growing my hair back. So I'm starting from like the base, like the roots. So the texture, I've got products on it. The waves are waving, they're coming, they're going to break through, then you're going to see me soon. That's it.
Margs, I was lying to you. Mustard and cucumber on your scalp don't work.
Anyway, man, you know what they say, man. Bury me in the Stretford, man. Well, let's establish who's the worst drunk.
I was drunk at the live show. I went a shit show.
And you slide tackled someone.
Yes.
That
Bro,
was turbo drunk. That's the
whoa,
different
whoa,
drunk.
whoa. That's not on stage drunk.
I'm not talking about.
On stage drunk.
I want to talk about where.
On stage drunk.
First filth, y'all weren't drunk.
So on stage you was calm.
Yeah, and I was drunk. And I was calm. But when I left, and I'm going crazy.
I'm actually looking at the group trying to figure out who the worst drunk is.
It's Specs.
Specs is a bad drunk.
I've never seen Specs drunk.
Well, he don't drink, so when I see Specs and I see that he's on drinking, I love it. I'm like,
He
alright.
sleeps.
What about
He
Marks?
sleeps.
Who, me?
Yeah, Mark sleeps.
I'm not a bad drunk.
Mark sleeps. He just sleeps. He'll just sleep.
Margs has got that look. He's just on a
Nice.
he's
Like,
just on a wave.
Dan's bad.
Dan's
I've
very
been,
bad.
I've been in
Yeah,
different
Dan's
countries
sloppy.
with Dan drunk. Dan's
But I don't
bad.
think he's the worst. I think Loons is the worst. man.
Bro.
I've seen on
We was in
stage.
Beefer. We was in Beefer. I am Lago. 4 nights, no sleep.
I think no.
I'm straight.
No, brother. I'm not saying you can't handle your drink.
No, I'm not a bad drunk. I'm not a bad drunk. I'm not gonna come back.
Drink.
I don't think there's a bad
I'll
drunk in
come
this
back with
group.
gal.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Who? Poet. Poet. Yeah, poet drunk is a.
Poet drunk.
Manny.
Poet drunk on a bad day is bad. Oh, Manny. Yeah.
Oh, Manny, man. Fuck, you know.
Super rude, innit?
Well, boys, we know what we're here for. Filthy at 5. Christmas is coming around the corner. Everyone's excited about Christmas. It's time off, really. That's the only thing I'm really fucking
Boy, I had to
interested
put my
in.
foot down to get time off. Mark's tried to say we were filming on Christmas Day.
For real.
Motherfucking joke.
Nah, we're taking a week off. It's cool. We're taking a week off.
We'll talk more about Christmas next week because it's not Christmas yet. We've still got some graft to go before we start thinking about.
Happy New Year.
I haven't bought a single present.
Neither have I. We've got top 10 midfielders. Now, we've been doing top 10s, but then we broke it up with a lot of nonsense. But we're back, and this is probably a most significant. The reason I didn't want to rush this one earlier on in the season is because we needed to get 15 games under the, you know what I mean, let's do this properly. To me, this is the hardest list.
It was hard.
This is the best position group in the league. I'll run through some names that didn't make the top 10, but did get votes.
Good.
Wilfred Ndidi,
Wow.
Can't.
Martin Odegaard,
Good.
Who voted for that?
Emil Smith-Rowe.
Miles.
Skits
yeah.
had him second.
I don't
Skits had him second.
I don't vote for Smith
Martin
Rowe at all.
Odegaard's the left midfielder. I don't know why.
Had him second.
Paul Pogba.
Yeah, I know football, Jordy. I'm not nuts.
Yuri Tillemans.
Wait. Paul Pogba.
Oh, Tillemans has been good, man.
Wow.
Tillemans has been
Yuri
very
should
good.
have
Yeah,
made
but
it.
is it,
He
is
made
tw-
mine.
was this on 2021?
Because
innit?
I thought he,
best midfielders in the league. Right
I thought he was the best for Leicester, but then I remember Madders is almost back to his old self.
Madison
not-
did
Mad-
not make the top 10.
Madders has been back to his old self, bro.
No, he
Madison
hasn't.
not
Not
chatted
back
to
to his
them.
old self.
Fabinho didn't make the top 10.
What?
That's bad.
That's the best
That's
DMF
bad.
in the world right now.
Who?
Fabinho.
Thiago didn't make the top 10.
Don't my man hold. Rodri's been on fire.
Thiago's influence has been so under radar that people won't see it. But he hasn't lost.
It's popping
for
up now. I
Liverpool.
think people started to.
He
Yeah,
lost to
Thiago
Liverpool.
recently is crazy.
Yeah, but Liverpool don't lose, so that's
Bro,
just shit.
he was with us all last season.
I said
losing.
it lost for Liverpool.
But he just wasn't there when we lost. When we
Yeah,
won,
but he hasn't
was
been as
playing.
influential, though, has he? He's
And
not. He
Conor
don't
He
make.
hasn't lost.
He don't make top
Conor
10.
Gallagher did not make the top 10. Yeah, that would have been prisoner of the moment stuff, I think. Let's start with 10th place. And look, he was well rated by everybody, but no one had him, super high. Ilkay Gundogan, or as Poet named him,
Gundogan.
Gudong.
I didn't vote for him.
Didn't you?
I didn't vote for
Well,
him.
that is such a shit first thing to be
No,
said.
no, but I didn't mean to. I
Somebody
wanted
who
to.
voted for him talk.
No, I wanted to.
Nah,
I was supposed.
Ilkay,
No, I was
listen.
supposed to though. He's been good. Alright, sorry, he's not talk. Go on.
You don't know. You're gonna probably shut me up quick anyway. But
Okay.
that's somebody that the Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp found at obscurity. You understand?
Well done. Now he's winning championships with Liverpool. I mean, with Man City. So carry on.
But Klopp's winning championship.
That's good, but carry on.
Anyway,
I'd like to do nothing.
but yeah, it's just to get that little tech. You know what I'm saying? The little, you know what I'm saying?
That was trash.
Anyone
Anyone else?
He's the
Yeah, anyone
captain.
else?
You
Do you know
he's the
what's
captain
mad?
now.
Is how many City players are eligible for this list?
That's why I didn't put him into.
Their midfield is
He's
nuts.
one of their best midfielders.
I didn't put him in.
I didn't put him in.
One of their
found
best
three better.
midfielders.
I found three
Bro,
better.
they've got like 5 of the best.
I think they've got 2 of the best. Only reason he is 10th is because of what Poet said. He's just the guy that you don't.
And there's
notice.
other midfielders that's better than
Like
him.
you
though.
just don't notice him. Like
As much as you should. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a baller, bro.
Like I said, if it's not De Bruyne you're looking at City, De Bruyne man, you look at Foden.
I think that's a consequence of being at a big team because Fabinho not being in this top 10. Fabinho plays for any other team in the league. He's top 10.
Wait, Miles is not rating him. Miles, you're not rating him. You're not rating him.
Nah, he's good. He's I think 10th is just about right for him. There's other players in the league that's more flash and does more for their team.
Not more.
Like
Not more.
He
Flash,
had that. Like
maybe.
I was picking him up when FilthyFellas a couple of weeks ago saying that like when Kevin De Bruyne went down, he dragged his team to win in the league and that.
Yeah.
But I don't know with Gundogan, man. I think he's just doing what he's meant to be doing. Personally,
It's tough. I hear what you're saying in the sense that City just don't skip a beat. And you wonder if there's probably 10 Gundogans out there that they could just drop in. Well, let's go to number 9. And this is a player that I'd like to know if you think you drop him in the City team and he performs on the level of Gundogan. Jorginho.
Nah, he didn't make my list.
He makes my list.
He didn't make
I
my
think
list.
Jorginho at Manchester
He didn't make my
City
list, man.
is a
He didn't make my
beast.
list.
Again, this is a player that's captained Chelsea a lot this year.
Yeah, I hear you. But you see me, like I get it. He's a neat player, very neat player. But it's like he gets plaudits for being in a team that won. Do you know what I mean? He was in that Chelsea team that won the Champions League, and he didn't have
He's in that Italy
an
team that won
amazing
the
game.
Euros.
He didn't have an amazing game. Like, but you bust me on the centre midfielder for Italy. Barella, he had a much better tournament. But people are there. Oh, Jorginho for Ballon d'Or because he won that and won
do you
that.
not feel like
Nah.
Fabinho's not in this list because he doesn't have those games? He's just always good.
Fabinho and Thiago have never lost together. Like those stats are mad.
Okay,
Like,
yeah, but
Jorginho
Jorginho
makes
just won the
massive
Champions League.
mistakes. So's Fabinho.
Yeah, I'm saying like, but they're
he's
two
Fabinho's on
places
Champions
apart. You know, Chelsea might have players that will shine in a game and win games for them, like a Mason Mount, but Jorginho is never shit.
Yeah, he's gonna keep it ticking. He's never gonna have a shit game. Like when you step on the pitch and you play with a man like that, like that's confidence. That's confidence for everyone on that team because he's not your go-to guy, but he's your go-to guy in a sense, like because he's never gonna be.
And he's captain as well.
But didn't he give Mendy a bad pass the other game?
Bro, everyone
happens,
You can
yeah.
play a bad pass,
don't.
man.
That don't.
Nah,
And
you
PK,
can't do that. Didn't he give him man up? Didn't he play a bad pass the other day? Like what?
Jorginho has to be very disciplined. He's in a team full of attackers
I know.
that will go forward, and there has to be at least him and Kante who have go, do you know what, don't get too excited. Kante goes more forward than
I
Jorginho.
know.
Jorginho has to be disciplined and say, do you know what, no matter
What
what,
did they
it's
get
my
him?
job to receive from defense.
And look at
and
his
give to
stature
attackers.
as well for a
See,
man.
he's
that
not-
does that.
No, you see, because of his skill set.
man.
His stature plays a part. Like, cause look, bro, Look at Rodri, bro. These are DMs. Oh,
He's
everyone.
not a DM.
He is basically a DM.
He's
bro.
a defensive midfielder that's
He's
not a
quarterback.
tackling
He's a
defensive
quarterback.
midfielder.
He can't don't tackle.
But
Rodri
still,
tackles.
Jorginho. Because he
He's
beats the
not a
game well
DM.
though.
He's not a DM.
He is a DM, bro.
He's like a Pirlo, man. He's a
but that's a DM though.
That's what they called, isn't it? Tricristar, yeah.
But that's a DM,
No,
bro.
Chris is more attacking.
You can get a DM one as well, innit?
Listen, Jorginho under Lampard, they were trying to get rid of him.
100.
They wanted to move forward. When Tuchel came in, and I think it got a bit spiteful. Honestly, I don't know that for a fact. I just think Jorginho was one of the players who, when Frank Lampard and his team are trying to like transition, that was one of the players they thought this guy's difficult. And he's been too big of a personality because he is, like I say, he's worn that captain's armband a lot.
Brazilian, Italian, come on.
And he's now got his Euro. He's got his Champions League. I remember he hadn't won a trophy. Is that right? Because he was with.
He'd still be.
He
would still be at Napoli if Sarri never got that Chelsea job. These are big facts.
I don't mean.
What does that mean?
I don't mean nothing.
No one else was interested. He's not like
Yes,
what everyone else was
That's not
thinking
true.
about.
Man City wanted him. Man City wanted him.
Ronaldo would still
They
be
were Chelsea.
Ronaldo would have probably still
Just like Man City wanted Ronaldo.
Just
like Ronaldo, Man
You're
City
being
wanted
harsh, you
Ronaldo.
know. Because the one thing I can say is Grealish was loved
He's
here.
normal.
Grealish was loved here.
Not by me.
Maybe not by you, but he was loved in Filthy Fellas. He's moved to Man
not a
City.
prisoner of the
I don't
moment.
hear people chat about him too tough. No problem. But what I'm saying with Jorginho, he was at Napoli. I loved him at Napoli. When he first moved to Chelsea, it was poor. Rebranded, fam. He's done extremely well. And like I said, he's one of the most disciplined players in that. All the wing backs are going forward, Aya. And he just has to stay.
He's no way better than Thiago. No way in hell. No way.
Jorginho's a little bit more resilient, and I think he's and I haven't seen Thiago do that strict of a role in a deep midfield, bro. But I know what you mean. They're similar in that way. The way they find space, the way that they bring players, they're similar. I do think they're similar.
Thiago's more replaceable in Liverpool than Jorginho is in Chelsea.
By the end of the season, you won't say that. You can say that now. You won't say that. It'll be a Grealish situation. It'll be a Grealish thing.
Fabinho, Hendo, we don't lose. Don't.
I've said that based on everything I've seen. Like, a man can't talk about the future. I'm telling you what I'm seeing.
Number 8 on our list. Number 8 on our list is another Chelsea midfielder. Steve-O won't be happy. Angola Kante.
Wow. I had him higher, man. Had him not much higher, but I had him a bit higher.
Steve-O had him second.
Second? Steve was living in 018.
He hasn't played a lot this year.
He's been in
That's his problem, is the fact that he's not playing. But that's not his fault,
But
though.
the thing about Kante is he plays when it matters.
He plays when it matters and that, but look, Jorginho's in there because he plays and he plays well
He hasn't been playing, has he?
every game.
Chelsea conceded like 8 goals in their last 3 games. I ain't even like them. I don't think he's been involved in that, has he?
No, he ain't. He hasn't. He
I
definitely
mean, there's a
hasn't.
disruption over there, though,
And
isn't there?
Jorginho has been involved in that.
Yeah, look, Kante hasn't played in the last 4.
And then they've lost.
He's only started a handful.
Yeah, but the killer is for
He
you
ain't
to
done
do
enough-
that.
he
That's
ain't done
weird
enough to
though.
be there for me.
Kante's done enough for us to go. He can be in this list. If it's like a
You're talking
new
about
guy
off
who's
his-
been
you're
in
talking
for a
about off
year
his
or 2
past.
years, cool.
You're talking about off his past.
What? His past? His past might be last season, you know.
Yeah.
So last season they won the Champions League.
That's it. All right, but
Fucking hell, cuz like what is going on?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying you're talking about off his past. I'm saying I done mine to date, relative, regardless of what your reputation, your reputation or your
but
stats or what you've done.
Champions League today, the holders are Chelsea. That was in May. We're in December. It's not that long ago. So for
Kante
you
hasn't
to do it
played.
based-
I'm saying the way I've done my list, Kante has not played.
But listen to this. If
I can't
Kante
put Kante
plays
over Conor Gallagher.
But
You
if
can
Kante,
though.
I
But
can't.
Listen, wait,
You
no, but
can
wait.
play.
Can I say something? If Kante plays today,
Alright.
if Kante plays today, is there gonna be like a dip in his form?
No.
Kante's finished 2 games this year.
Yeah, because the games are
Yeah,
won.
I'm saying to you that's this
No,
season.
no, bro. He started 4, 5. I think we're seeing the Premier League club, the big Premier League clubs, looking at this league and going, you know what? Our season is now 70 games. We are going to be in the later stages of the Champions League. We are going to be in the later stages of cups. And actually, I think there's a couple of players, couple of
need to manage
midfielders
correctly,
specifically,
yeah.
who
I'm gonna
are
need-
second half of the season players at this point.
Now, for real, if you got 100% Kante in the Champions League quarterfinal, brother,
That's mad.
everybody's
I
in
honestly
trouble.
think what happened at Chelsea is a good example. I think if you're Pep or if you're Klopp, you look at what they did with Jorginho, you look at what they did with a lot of the Rudiger, Aspie, and then the last season, you go, you know what? The second half of the season ain't a bad shout for a few of these guys. If somebody says to me that N'Golo Kante's finished, I'm not gonna like, no way. I'm gonna be like,
You're gonna believe that.
You might know something.
You're gonna believe that.
No, I'm not. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna hear them out
not out of the realms of
because
possibility, is it?
the guys missed 8 games this year. He started
Yeah,
like
but I
4.
think maybe they're doing bone testing on him to find out his real age. That's what I think they're doing. They're getting, what's it, a gynecologist? What's them people
Gynecologist, yeah.
What's them people that look at your bones?
Gynecologist.
Indiana Jones.
Something. Yeah, Indiana Jones. They're getting something.
But number 7 on our list is a man that I don't know. I was going to say something about respect. Everyone, it's not going to work. Manchester United's first entry on the list.
Bruno Federico.
Bruno Fernandes.
Man said Federico. He tried to.
Fred's hiding Bruno.
PK, say it to him. I say it to him. He tried to run psychologically on us, innit? He tried to run psychologically on us.
1 second,
He
wait.
tried to run
I just
psychologically.
want to ask a question. Fred's hiding Bruno.
Actually, Fred booed that the other day, though. He booed that the other day.
Wait there.
For
Fred's
one
hiding
game,
Bruno.
don't get
That's
it
mad.
Yeah, but he showed why he's actually Brazilian.
Fred's on the list.
His name's Fred Santo de Paula.
Fred got 1 vote. It was in 10th place, and it was Margs. But we're talking about Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, sorry. Bruno Fernandes is the leading chance creator in the league by a mile. Yeah? Leading chance creator in the league by a mile. Of course he deserves to be higher. Of course he deserves to be higher. Did you know that he's created the most chances in the league? Did you know that?
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, he said it was Smith Rowe.
It was at that point.
No, because the crowd told me
Fo-
straight
Does
away
the football change?
when the episode came out.
Since that's weeks ago.
Straight away
Stuff
when
has
the
changed
episode
since
came
then.
out.
What's you talking about?
Straight away
Stuff
when the
has
episode
changed
came
since
out.
then, no, Jordy. Don't bring that up. Stuff has changed since then.
Well,
That was weeks ago.
change it to the truth.
The truth is now that he's not better than.
Let me take that back. Bruno 10th. Bruno 10th.
Yes.
Declan Rice, Tillemans, everybody ahead of him.
Bruno's still a bad boy, though.
He's a bad boy.
Still.
He just goes missing
know what it is, though?
against big teams, big games, and
Didn't he score a big game this year? He
Scored
did,
against,
didn't he?
he scored
Hey.
against Arsenal.
That's not a big game. Go again.
Ah, shit.
Go again.
bro.
Fine.
I'll be honest, man. Like
He did score
the
against
Liverpool
Arsenal.
game, Old
scored the
Trafford,
first goal against
the
Arsenal.
Liverpool game, Old Trafford. He had that chance, and the game probably would
He
have
should've
been a
scored that.
whole
He
nother
should've
way.
scored that. He should've
Ollie would
scored
still be at the wheel.
Was that shot on target?
I'm not going to leave him at the top 10 because of that, though.
Boom. He was 10th. He was 10th.
You know what's so mad? You know that goal he scored against Arsenal? His first shot on target since September.
Listen, he's started every game in the league this year.
But what's the reason to him not scoring as efficiently though? Just out of curiosity.
Because he's feeding Homeboy too much now.
So now the whole thing's
His game
revolved
is
around
tailored
my
around
That's
man.
not me. That's why my goals are dried up as well. Like,
Oh, serious?
yeah.
Is it
Go on.
working?
What?
Are you assisting? Are you feeding?
I'm not. Anytime I'm creating chances.
He's malfunctioning.
What you got? Congolese? Have you got a Congolese
not-
brethren that's like known in Congo for being a goal scorer that plays for your team now? And every time you get the ball, go PK, and you got to give it to him. That's what Bruno's got.
Yeah, no, but I'm having a different kind
No,
of
but your
problem.
team's still scoring goals, though.
Yeah, we're still scoring goals, of course. However, like, I'm not scoring goals. Cause you get it. I'm doing the Bruno thing.
I hear that.
What's that?
He's
Assisting.
running, picking up the ball, finding my man, and trying to place it.
Sometimes he's trying to make one man score.
Trying to
bro.
place it, yeah.
So the whole thing revolves around Cristiano Ronaldo, like Van Nistelrooy.
That's the reason why he's
We've
not
got
performing.
Ronaldo, we've
He is
got our
performing.
Ronaldo.
He's not.
Because he's not getting the goals, you're moving like he's not doing nothing.
Yeah,
he's
that's
still
the
getting
thing.
assists.
Doing
He's
best.
getting assists and creating chances.
Alright, Margs,
He's still performing.
still
That's the
playing
question
well.
though.
Half of his goals came from penalties last time.
and
Remember from last season? Ronaldo's taken over that.
penalties.
Now we're seeing what he's
Half
really
of them
about.
come from penalties. We're
Not
not
really
going
a
to
goal
see
scorer.
goals
He's
now,
what
are
he's
we?
really about, and he's still creating chances. He's still scoring goals.
He's not really a goal scoring
Bro,
midfielder,
that's in the
though.
Champions League. We know this show don't really cover Champions League. This is a Premier
got
League
assists in
show.
the
Sorry,
Premier
what?
League as well. He's
This is
also
not
a
a
Premier
this is-
League show.
This is not
How
a
many
Premier
assists
League
in the
show.
3 in the Prem.
Free.
When it
He's
comes to
got
my
five
midfielders,
goals.
15 games.
5 goals.
5 goals, 1 hat-trick. We're talking here now. We're cooking.
I'm just saying.
We're
I'm not
cooking
comparing.
now.
I'm
We're cooking.
I'm
Yeah.
not, I'm not saying he's better. I'm not saying my player's better. I'm just saying that's Smith Rowe numbers. That's close to Smith Rowe.
Yeah, yes.
And you shouldn't be that close to Smith Rowe.
Compare the assists, compare the chances created, compare the goals. He's in front of him in everything. They're not
Talking
close.
shit.
It's too close. It's too close.
It's not
bro.
close. It's not close.
Stop, because if he wants to talk numbers, then Smith Rowe's better than Kane.
Wait, this season, then yeah. Why not?
What you
That's a good point.
comparing a 10 to a 9?
Yeah, this season, then why not?
Bruno Fernandes has been Manchester United's best player under a manager that I'm going to go around this table right now and I'll ask you if that was a good manager. Good manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
For the circumstance.
Good manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Good manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Loons, good manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Miles?
I liked him.
Miles, was he good? Miles, was he good? No. Jordy, was he good? Okay, so Bruno Fernandes was a world superstar player under that manager. Now, don't get me wrong. This year has not been the Fernandes, but chances created are still there. You watch him, if you've got eyes, which not everyone does. A lot of people have eyes to read, not eyes to watch. Bruno Fernandes is still an elite player who, under this new manager, I'm interested to see what happens.
It's going to come, man.
Can't put him up there. His team's struggling to fucking even get into the top 4, let alone go for the league. And you're meant to be up there challenging for the league.
Your choice of the phrase meant to be is so wild.
So no team under him can have a player in your top 10 then?
Pardon?
No team under him, under United, can have a player in your top 10.
It depends on what their club's ambition is.
It has to depend.
Of
course it depends.
Club's ambition.
Doesn't this all depend on
Player's
the contribution by the player?
A club's
How
ambition
How
defines
do
the
you
player's
mean?
quality.
If he plays for fucking
Margs,
if he plays for
same miles,
Southampton,
same miles.
if he plays for Southampton, he's not going to be fucking challenging for the league, is he?
Hold on, a club's ambition should define how good a player is.
No,
No, it's not.
The club's ambition.
I know what he's
If the
saying.
rest
It makes
of the
no
club are
sense.
flopping,
Of course it makes sense.
if Eric Bailly makes 10 mistakes in one game, but Bruno Fernandes plays amazing, he should be penalised for that.
That's crazy,
He shouldn't be in the top 10.
Bro.
Let's see if he's better than the player at number 6, a player who's played every minute of this Premier League season.
Wow.
Declan Rice.
He made my list.
Yeah.
Declan Rice is
Better than Bruno Fernandes?
Declan Rice was higher on my list.
Oh yeah, you
they're
didn't have
different
Bruno
players,
Fernandes,
man.
so.
But we have to compare them.
just saying in
We're talking
general.
about top 10 midfielders. This is when
Declan
you
Rice
see things
was
like that,
fine,
that
man.
breaks my heart, bruv. No disrespect to Declan Rice, I love him, baller. But Declan Rice should never be
100,
in
but-
front of Bruno Fernandes.
Alright, can I give the
For me,
reason why he
That's
is?
the captain who's played every minute of
Can I
West
give the
Ham's
reason why he is?
100%, and I think he's incredible.
For
but
different reasons.
Bruno.
They're different, like, Bruno.
Exactly. So go on. Back up my
What?
point. Carry on.
I'm not saying your point.
No, but what you're gonna
My
say
point
is
is not your point,
Go on,
bro.
this is-
I'll tell
talking
you that
about
for
different
sure,
roles.
bro. I'm talking about role exactly
Talking about
that,
roles
bro.
on the pitch. What? You're gassed.
It's not what? No, bro.
You land and then you say.
He said he has a defensive role and Bruno
Yeah.
Fernandes has an attacking role.
Cool,
That's what
but-
he was
but-
saying.
But what's Declan Rice
What's
is
next?
important to West Ham? Right? He's important. So he's important to why they're successful.
You're feeding and you're trying.
You're
and it's
trying.
not
You're
going
not trying to
anywhere.
put some
It's
red
not
track.
going anywhere.
Listen, you're not trying to put some different kind of red track for me.
Ain't his importance to that West Ham team why West Ham are doing so well this season?
What?
Yes. No.
What's that got
taking
to do with anything?
What?
Yeah, but what he's saying is irrelevant.
So
That's
he's
just
judging
that's
if
just
West Ham
say
are not
yes.
doing well.
All right,
not
then.
be
You're
in this
trying
list
too
if
hard.
West Ham
You're
weren't
trying
doing
too
well.
hard. Stop it. Stop this thread. It's a dead thread. You're trying too hard. It's going
Trying
nowhere.
what?
Bro, the viewers can
Declan
see
Rice.
what you're trying to do. It's
What the fuck?
terrible.
Fuck the viewers. I don't care. We're talking here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Declan Rice
Fuck the viewers.
is
What are you
better
talking about?
is better for West Ham and is higher and was voted higher for me because he's more important to West Ham than Bruno is to Man
Manchester
United.
United right
So
now.
I
You
don't
don't
know
think
Bruno you feel's going on, but I know
I'm
Bruno
not saying
can be
that-
out that Man
I'm not saying
United
Declan
team
Rice is
and that Man
better
United
than
team can
Bruno.
be successful. I do not feel West Ham will be as successful without Declan Rice.
So
what, Fred?
And the same
please
goes
explain.
for Bruno. The same goes for Bruno.
All right, that's how
Exactly
you
the
believe.
same.
Every player on this
Yeah, but
list,
you're not-
every player on this
How does the
list,
same thing
every
go-
player, every player on this list should, and I don't want to be too crazy here. They should make their teams better, guys. I don't want to fucking shake you lot's worlds here. Every player in the top 10 midfielders should make their teams better. Declan Rice is the captain of England's what did they finish 5th or 6th? 5th or 6th best team. He plays every minute and he's a quality player. Whether or not it's because it's for lowly fucking...
Nah, he's good. He can walk into Arsenal tomorrow
Blood and guts
and
West
start.
Ham.
He's
Of course,
walking to-
Arsenal.
Yeah,
He's
it's
walking
not
to
hard,
Arsenal.
bro.
What?
He can arguably get into Man United. and
Yeah, of course he
start.
would.
We want him.
Exactly. Like, he's a
Get
class
into
player.
any team's midfield.
But for him to be doing it, at West Ham, a team that's not
I
spent the
just
bread.
need you lot to drop that
Why?
line.
Why? I don't understand this.
How can you tell me he could play for just about any team in the league and then go, but for him to do it for West Ham, you just told us the important information. He could do it for the best teams. That's the important information. But to do it for West Ham, that's irrelevant.
How? Look at
That
Jack
sounds
Grealish.
like you would have rated Bruno more
Look
at
at Jack
Lisbon.
Grealish.
Look at Conor Gallagher.
Look at Jack Grealish. I'm talking about Jack Grealish. Look at.
I'm talking about Conor Gallagher.
Bruno at West Ham, nothing changes. But Man United want Declan Rice to improve your
That's not
team.
true. That's not
That's
true.
what
Oh, they
do.
definitely want to
Alright,
drop
alright.
Bruno.
Bruno
Rice.
at West
That's the
Ham,
plan.
nothing changes.
That's the
Nothing
plan.
changes. But they're penalty taker.
Why
That is
are you
it.
not rating Bruno?
This is turned into an undateable show. We need to talk about Declan Rice.
Listen, man, I think he's tidy, man. I think he's neat, he's consistent. Yes. He's already a captain.
Exactly.
But I think the captain thing.
I
Don't
don't-
get it twisted. I think that's the whole thing to sell him.
What?
Him being captain.
Because you know it's a good story. It's
Yeah,
like he's come
it's a
after
great
Noble.
story.
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
Like, we'll
like,
never know how much of a captain he really
Yeah.
is because he's at his home club. But it looks nice.
It's a nice little marketing
He
technique.
got the armband young, man.
When Jarrell was going to leave, they gave him the captain armband, and then all of a sudden he lived up to in 2004 when they put him on the transfer list. 100%, and Chelsea were going to make the bid.
Alright.
He wasn't a captain, and then he put the captain's armband on.
Gerard
He went mad.
Houllier gave Steven Gerrard that armband from Sammy Hippier. That is cap.
Number 5 on the list
How are we
is
only on 5?
another Cobham graduate. Should be much higher in this list.
Double M.
10 goals or assists in his last 10 games. Champions League final goal, winning goal. Mason Mount.
Havertz got the winning goal.
Goal. No.
Assist. Sorry, assist.
Double M, fam.
That goal against who was it? The volley.
West Ham. They lost, but yeah.
Bomber.
Mason Mount, 6 goals, 4 assists.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He don't even start like that no more.
He's been injured, he's been unfit, and yeah, he's been coming off the bench, but still 10 goals or assists, 10 goal contributions in his last 10 games. That is Chelsea. I said this a few weeks ago. That's Chelsea's most important player.
Wow. Still.
And someone's going to have to show me another one.
Yeah.
Mason Mount just doesn't seem to have excuses in his locker, fam. He just seems to perform. Whenever I watch Chelsea and he's playing, he's always performing to a standard that is.
Well, mate,
It's
why don't
left, middle, don't even matter.
He reminds me of David Silva.
Yeah,
That's who he reminds me
Yeah.
of. David Silva. Exactly that person.
tight spaces.
Tight spaces.
Why don't people see him that way? Why do people look at him like?
He's always smiling and stuff. That don't help you. I'll be honest, they don't help you.
His hair, he's just like a nice guy.
Miles ain't having it though. Miles,
He's good. He's good.
But that's it. Not great.
It's good. It's good.
Did you vote for him?
I don't care about him.
Is he better than Smith Rowe?
I put him 4th.
Is he better than Smith Rowe?
4th.
Yeah, he's high. He's good. He's a
Is
good
he
player.
better
I
than
love
Smith Rowe?
football, bro. He's a baller.
I was asking
You're
Miles.
asking Miles.
Yeah.
If Pep Guardiola had Mason Mount would be like much better than Foden.
Oh, God.
I believe if Mount had that role at City.
No, because that's interesting.
Mad.
Because they're not the same, and
But they are.
Foden's got like this extravagant touch, but Mason Mount's got it. But that's what I'm trying to understand. Why does it look different?
They're both like at a top level, you get me? Like, but Foden's whole just this whole setup and his technical ability. is like
Slick,
but you see
bro.
what Mount's got? Mount's got that impact, that in-game stuff, that thing that you can't teach. It's on the same level as my man's technique and his ability, if that makes sense.
He's like a
Mount's
serial
impact
presser.
and footballing thing is on the same ability as Foden's thing. They're both top boys, but they are so it looks different because it is different. Like Foden's teched up through the roof. The school that he's in, you know what I'm trying to say? What he's learning now and all that, it's gonna be like that. But Mount's is just hair. It's hair. Like it's hair and hair.
You don't know how highly I rate Mason Mount, and I watch him and I'm just like, this guy contributes in every sector of the game, but people don't talk about him like they talk about, like you say, Foden. I love Foden. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting them against each other. I'm just saying like there's a weird. I don't know if it's the Chelsea blue.
Is it because he plays for Chelsea?
I think it's the Lampard
It's a Chelsea
comparisons
thing.
as
It's
well.
Chelsea, bro, man.
And it's
There's
Foden.
too much other guys to
You're
talk
not
about.
watching Foden lose many games this season. You're not watching him lose many games this season. So
Well, you don't watch Mount lose too many either, to be fair.
But Chelsea, where did they finish last year?
4th, 5th.
You didn't say they didn't do City stuff. And ever since I've seen Foden, City's been running through teams, like running through him ever since I've seen him.
All right, well, number 4 on the list, and this one's going to be controversial, I think.
Come on, man, bring it home.
It's Rodri.
Oh,
I love Rodri, you know.
I'm with you on that as well.
I think it's quite. You're not better
He's
than
like
Fab.
Declan Rice, but like
On crack.
perfect.
I think this is a mad shot, yeah.
But you know, like he's on Declan Rice on crack.
Bro,
yeah?
I was chatting, bro.
You're eating as well.
Bro, I said I think this is my shot. Come on, bro.
Shut up, man.
That's so rude of you.
That's not rude.
That's so rude of you. I think he's like a biscuits.
Yeah, but yeah, no, but that's who he's. But I think that's who he's built around.
Crazy.
I think that's who he's built around.
Don't press Busquets.
Have you seen Busquets?
But Rodri is super smooth on the ball.
I think, yeah, I'm nearly sure he watches Filthy and he dislikes me. Because I'm always saying that for whatever reason, there's something about him I just don't take to and I just don't think. And it's like every time he touches the pitch, he's like, are you watching Margs? Fuck you. Like, he's moving cold.
He done that clapping shot. Oi, I think I was on the phone to you. Did you? Ooh, Rodri.
I think he's trying to prove to me.
He could be better than Fernandino.
Yeah.
Like I think he's gonna.
Fernandino's
Learn it from him though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's like this Fernandino Busquets thing, but he's also
He's mad.
He's fucking massive,
And he's a what, bro?
Tall guy, bro.
He's built. He's
And he's an enforcer. He doesn't shout out of a tackle.
Yeah, he's
on
got
this
like
thing.
a Papa
Even
Booba
a
jup in him.
Yeah, even a Man City and a sweet.
The centre mid in the City, they're like
He's a
roll
monster.
on, roll off. But this guy's always playing. Always playing. He doesn't. He finishes games, bro. Start, finish.
Rodri, he, apart from one game against Southampton when he wasn't in the squad, he's completed 90 minutes every. 2 games against Tottenham he didn't play. 2 games he
And they
played
lost that
90
game,
minutes
right?
in every game. Yeah.
Only thing
Pep
that
loves him, boy.
only thing about Rodri that I don't like. Only thing I don't like about Rodri is that meme. This guy's got no social media, no tattoos, no
I've never
girlfriend,
seen
and no
that.
car.
Yeah.
He walks to work and blinks for dinner. Like Rodri is the ideal of a real human. I hate that.
I
He's
didn't
probably
see-
got
I didn't see that. I
Instagram.
didn't see
He's
that.
probably got Twitter.
I ain't never
Just
seen-
private ones and DMing up enough,
Well,
gal.
he ain't got an open Instagram.
Not as far as we know, no. Well, we've given him his daffodils at last. I think this show's actually been disrespectful to Rodri over the years. I'm guilty of it.
I'm
Everyone
definitely
is.
guilty.
You
I'm
don't
not.
appreciate the guy that just breaks it up, gives it. That's cool.
I had him number 1.
Man City never really get defenders and DMs right. So it's kind of like they just got a bad reputation. Like if I brought a new girl right now, you lot will say, for a year she's gone. I got a bad reputation when it comes to girls. Man City got a bad reputation at centre backs and DMs. They're all terrible, bro.
That was good.
They're just
still.
terrible, bro.
They haven't
Like,
had one since
bad
Fernandino,
rep.
and they replaced
when it
him.
comes to attacking players, they got so many. It'll be like Bernardo Silva. I think last year.
Oh, Margs and Savage Dan.
Yeah. Bernardo Silva last year, rubbish in one of the lists. This year, he'll be a high person in one of the lists because of the way he's performing again.
Number 3 on our list. Again, he might just be here because of how I rate him.
Go on.
Jordan Henderson.
My nephew.
He's not here because of how I rate him.
Bro, my nephew.
Most people rated him. You did not.
I used to not rate him. But I watched that video of him like I think it was in COVID times.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
lad.
He had an amazing
Lad.
COVID. Yeah.
Lad. Great player, lad.
Yeah.
And like,
Go on, Robo.
and
Yeah.
I play football with guys, some guys that are fucking mutes. Like they won't say a word. And you don't know how frustrating it is to play. And even when you're like in that moment, you're tired and you're still talking, yeah. That's a skill in itself, lad. That's a mad skill. And a majority of players can't do that.
The spaces he finds and the slickness with which he rotates possession.
Pass to Mo.
Yeah, and some of the assists this season.
Yeah,
have
he's been
dumb.
doing a little couple brazy ones.
Yeah.
You know what
The
it
goal
is?
against Everton as well, I can't lie, man.
You
This is the
gotta give Hendo
Merseyside
his
derby,
flowers.
bro.
You gotta give him his
He's
flowers.
slowing the
man.
game down right now. In my opinion, so John
How
Henderson's
old
slowing the
is
game down.
Henderson now?
31.
And he's still going like that. He's still an engine like that.
Let's be honest. Jordan Henderson was a prodigy at Sunderland. That's why he cost like 19 million. Yeah. That's why he cost that much money. But it takes a Jurgen Klopp to make.
100.
Yeah, facts.
Did you see his quality before Klopp? I didn't see nothing.
He used to frustrate me, but you can't knock hard, innit? And then he was our Fred, but then he just had a technique turnaround.
I don't know. I want to know who was working with him. I want to know who was working with Jordan. Because Jordan Henderson's never been shit.
Gerard, Joe Allen.
No, it's
Joe
gotta be,
Allen was there.
it can't be a British person. It's gotta be someone from the
Ramirez.
continent
Paco
somewhere.
Texerian or something.
Ramirez.
Someone in Ramirez or yeah.
If you don't support Liverpool or you're not a lover of football, obviously you lot ain't, you won't see his qualities.
Oh, we'll talk to the mic.
Yeah, you won't see his qualities. You know?
That's what you said. Is talk to the mic.
And
How
Jordy,
many games do you think he's missed this year?
None.
One. The first
Oh, I know
game.
what game he missed when he had the baby.
Oh really? Norwich 3-0. All right. Jordan Henderson, look, again, it's another one of those players that I don't think, like, we're going to get people in the crowd going, oh, Jordan Henderson's never the third best midfielder. And I hear what you're saying. I just think you're uncultured.
This is what I'm telling you, yeah? You're thinking with your heartstrings. So all you Liverpool fans that with the heartstrings, you're not going to be able to look past it, yeah? So you're doing like opinion-based reporting here. We're giving you the facts. We're giving you the facts that's on paper. You see on paper, on fact, he's used us greatest captain. This is it.
Okay. Let me just bust this now. He's going for the greatest ever captain.
No, he done it.
No.
He done it. He
He's
did that.
going for it.
He did that.
He's getting legacy now. He's got a statue. He's gonna get a statue.
Has to.
Hendo.
That is the deadest statue. A Jordan Henderson statue.
Now, number 2 on our list is Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne should not be number 1, guys.
Now you shouldn't be number one.
boys. This morning I thought to myself, yeah, I think Kevin De Bruyne is Aguero in.
I think I think that thing we talked about Kante earlier, preserving for the second half of the season, I think that's going on with Kevin.
And the same reason why I didn't vote for Kante is why Kevin De Bruyne never got a vote from me.
He has to get.
Wait, he's not in your top 10?
No.
He's still one of the best midfielders in the world.
He is who he is. Yes, well, I'm
Facts.
talking about what's happened in this league from game 1 to game 15. He shouldn't have been.
No.
He's not
In the Manchester derby, he should be in your top 10 for that. I
alone.
don't give a fuck what he does for the rest of the season. He took the piss out of you.
The games where he's played the most minutes this season, he played 81, 90 and 90, and the rest of them is 23, 60, is 59, it's 11.
He ain't playing enough.
They are Man United, Chelsea,
Big game player.
Jesus.
Liverpool.
Big
Big
game
shit.
player.
Your conspiracy
You know we
is
have,
right.
Margs, you know what we got to do? Margs.
He just hasn't played enough.
Margs, you know when it comes to players like this, you know when we got to look at football, what Tego said at the start, if we've got 70 games for the season, yeah, we have to manage the situation better. So let the young cats do the first part, and then
Easy
towards
work.
the end of the back, we get the big guys to come in.
You know, don't
because
get
he
me
still
wrong.
goes and plays the big games like Chelsea, pissed over you lot.
That's
he
fine.
takes the mick, and
Pissed
that's a
all
big
over
game.
us.
So if the next guy's going to play 15 games and not even do half the things that he done in that Manchester derby, I'm not interested, cuz.
If you remember City last season, he kind of ran himself into the ground in that Champions League run. And he got to the end of that second leg of the semi-final and actually didn't play for the next 4 games. He was so worn down because they relied on him so much. Got to the final, a tough game for them in midfield generally. Couldn't find the pace of it, I don't think. I think if Pep's looked at that and gone, right, well, what are we doing different this year? I think if he can look after Kevin De Bruyne and let him be the
That's a
best
big
Kevin De
match
Bruyne
winner.
can be in the last 15 games of this season, then that'll be some of the best management. But he's got a rival, and I think Tuchel's doing the same thing with Angola Kante.
He's a big game player, and he's always going to be Kevin De Bruyne, and he's still the best player in the league for me. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like you said, there's only 3 games. The rest of them, don't know if he racked up 90 minutes between all the rest of them. It's just not enough football for me. So I'm going to give somebody else the opportunity to get rewarded.
But can I say something?
That's it.
If he plays in game 16, if he plays from game 16 to the end of the season, then you put him in your team.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's 15
Then
now.
we'll do it at the end of the season.
I think we understand your position, and it's respectable, but everyone else should talk now because everyone had him apart from you and Skits. Because he's Kevin fucking De Bruyne.
I was reading an article about him, yeah.
You were reading an article about him.
He said that he's...
Where?
The athletic god.
Where were you reading?
Just calm down. Just calm down.
Hey, where was you reading it? It's the coldest.
He wants to know the location, you know.
Just
And
calm
then what it
down.
was.
I was reading it. It was on a paper as well.
It's on the page.
Yeah. And they said he's got the highest IQ that anyone has had in football.
I hear that. I've got a video coming out with him in a couple of weeks, actually, where we talked a lot of in-depth about football.
How many times has Tego told you met De Bruyne?
100.
Tego told
Loads
me he
of
was
times.
going to bring me to meet the
Loads
friend, but I
of
ain't
times.
seen him
I
yet.
punch him up, man. Punch up Jordy.
I'm saying I've got a video coming out of him in a couple of weeks, but keep an eye out. You won't notice it's me, but it is. And yeah, it is about IQ because he doesn't even train anymore.
Huh?
Like the guy, he says he doesn't train. He does gym work. He does film study. He does
B12, vitamin D.
warm down.
He's
He does
breaking down.
diet. His whole thing's changed. Like he's like the training stuff. I know everything.
Bad man.
It's all about. He's like
cold, man.
he understands where everyone's going to be on the pitch because he studies film. He watches his teammates. He's reading of the game is something else now. And he's got family from Burundi.
Yeah, that's why his hair is like that. He's Burundis.
Burundi.
Burundi,
Who's from
yeah.
Burundi? Barino.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally came on trial at my team.
At Enfield Town.
No, not Sadio Berahino.
When?
At Enfield Town.
Yeah, bro.
When?
Huh?
When?
I'm chatting shit.
I know.
So yeah, full of that
I
much.
shout out Phil. No, don't do that.
Yeah,
All right.
Defo would be at your team right now. Starting
Number
captain.
1. Let's do number 1. He's had a ridiculous season.
He's been the coldest thing moving.
Talk his name. Talk your shit, Tego.
Bernardo Silva.
Big
I
facts.
can't believe this.
Big facts.
I cannot believe.
Big
When we done our
facts.
11, I picked Bernardo Silva. I said I love this guy. They were everyone was slaughtering
That's
this
the show,
guy.
bro.
Nah, he did not have a good season last season. Last year, I wanted him to leave City last year because I thought they were using him wrong
They were
and it
stunning his
wasn't
growth.
working. He wanted to leave.
Yeah, they was
he
killing
wanted
him.
out. And
Who's gonna come
if
Arsenal?
you actually look, Pep Guardiola after the first game of the season said we're trying to find somewhere for Bernardo Silva. Like it was over. They moved him back inside. Kevin De Bruyne obviously not playing that much. They bring it back into midfield. He's not playing on the right anymore. And
Thank God.
And Margs is doing a madness out there as well.
he's just
Bro, it's just it's just like, oh,
He's always
it's
had
like
it.
art, man. It's like art. It's poetry. It's the coldest thing. He's the best thing in the league this season right now. He's the coldest thing.
Not the
Champagne.
best. He's the best centre midfielder in the league.
No, for me, he's the best thing in the league right this second.
Cool,
The best
so
thing
as
to
a
watch.
Man
He's the
United
best.
fan, I'll call
He's the
him.
best thing to watch. He's the best player in the league right this second now. Obviously, I think Kevin De Bruyne is the real best. But I'm saying off form, just off what we did, he's the best thing right this second now.
Centre midfield, dictating play.
Yeah, him, Kevin De
Ball comes
Bruyne,
up the
Rodri.
shoulder. You know,
Now, like I say, City's midfield's crowded.
On FM, he turns into Pele.
Yeah, he becomes the best player in FM. 100s, 20s,
Serious.
it's just
Monaco
20s, yeah.
win Champions League back to back. Him and Tielemans in the centre midfield. Grown. You know I'm playing the.
I respect him as well because the career was kind of on the dip. He said
dirty looks.
man was gonna leave.
Stinker.
He had to rebrand. He rebranded extremely well, boy. And it's done
So, do you think they're
extremely
going to
well.
sell him again next season? They're going to put it back on the transfer list.
I don't think they're going to sell him now. I don't think
So,
they are.
Arsenal ain't got no chance.
Man, he wasn't with Arsenal.
Yes, I'm saying he was going to come to Arsenal.
God.
We might be prisoners at the moment because obviously.
Nah,
this
we're not.
season-
I don't think we are.
But I
don't
think
think we are.
everyone knows the ability's always
that-
been there.
And if we are, he deserves his flowers for this moment because he's been on a tear. It's
Talking
crazy.
about little things that players do, but that little side foot goal he done the other week was
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that accuracy's nuts.
Crazy.
First time.
Just came over.
Bang. Top bins.
FIFA.
That's training. That's training.
And what I like about him,
training
his celebrations are not that man. It's not like Patson Daka scoring a tapping and doing
Did
a
he do
fucking
with,
flip.
Have a Nice
Man
with
just-
Booch?
Yeah, he did. Have a nice.
Come on, man. He's the man then, bro.
Have a nice. Nah, but then he done blackface. I don't know about the man then.
Oh, yeah. Poet King.
Hair's thinning as well.
Bernardo.
Hair's thinning as well. Hair's thinning. Yeah. Don't know if you noticed that.
You know all about that.
You knew about that at 16. You were a teenager.
hair
You were
didn't-
coming to a manhood with hair.
My hair didn't
You
thin.
were coming to manhood
I
with
wanted
hair,
a different
bro.
style.
But you know you're young and you lay in the
Oh,
bath and say,
nibble,
"Alhamdulillah." See how long?
nibble,
He's come up and it was
nibble,
just came out.
nibble.
It's gone.
Margs done it on purpose. There's no way,
nibble,
Margs.
nibble.
All right.
You look flustered. Look at that.
That was a good show. Thanks for being a part of it, throwing your votes in.
See you next week.
Like, really appreciate it. Thanks, PK, for wearing trousers. It means a lot.
Necessary.
Pleasure.
Get him some jeans.
All right, everyone, please subscribe. We're back around the table. We're not gallivanting around Greenwich anymore. And
Nah, but we're coming overseas though.
Shepherd's Bush.
Australia, look out.
All right,
been
relax.
Australia.
Jordy's spending up money
I'm
doesn't
coming, you guys.
exist.
Australia, look out.
Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. See you next week.
Not even local, man. Said Australia, look out, man.